Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Fathur Fadillah and I'm from class English Education K1. So today I'm going to explain to you guys about semantics. So don't waste any more time. Let's get it. Okay, number one, literal meaning. When discussing American English idiom or expression or saying, it's very important to understand the difference between the literal and the figurative meaning of word or phrase. Literal has the same root as the literary, which means related book. Literal meaning that is by the book, that is according to dictionary meaning. This may be talked of as the direct or straight meaning, and figurative has the same root as figure, which is another word for diagram, display, and image or illustrations. A figurative meaning is a meaning that is not literal, that meaning used to not the meaning of the word of or phrase itself, but it different meaning implied by it. You know what I'm saying? This meaning is dependent on the culture and history. This is the indirect meaning. For example, one expression for bad excuse is the dog ate my homework. The reference is not usually to child, literally that is in reality, claiming that his homework was eaten by his family dog. This accuse is considered representative of all bad excuse because it's very unlikely a dog actually ate your homework. Far more likely is that you or the child rather was lazy, unmotivated, simply did not work hard enough to finish the homework on time. The dog ate my homework, therefore, has a figurative meaning of making ridiculousness bad excuse for failure. Word used in the figurative, uh, right? Figurative is meaning like this and are often called metaphors because they point elsewhere for their true meaning expressions, because they express an idea without having to be literal, and they're therefore slower and saying because they are things people say to express ideas. However, a saying is usually a complete sentence. Metaphors and expressions can be smaller than a sentence. The figurative meaning is also the idiomatic meaning. Therefore, an idiom expresses the figurative meaning of a word or phrase. For example, the bottom line. In British and American business, the last or bottom part of a balance sheet contains the net profit or loss of that business for 1 year. Therefore, the literal bottom line is the result of business activity and whether that activity resulted in profit or loss. Similarly, the figurative meaning of the bottom line is what Americans would call the point, the result of an actions, of a set of actions, or of taking or no action at all. The bottom line is whether or not behavior of persons or business result in something good, something bad. I think, yeah, the first responsibility of a business is to make enough money to survive. Whatever other the benefit or business may provide the society, such as jobs to employees, the donations to hospital and school, business that is bankrupt and that must be shut down, cannot help anyone. A bankrupt business usually has debt it cannot pay, resulting in suffering for other business. former employees, and the community itself. Therefore, as far as business is concerned, the bottom line is the bottom line. The point is profit or loss. Everything else come after this. You know that, right? I consider the bottom line to be the one of my favorite expressions, combining both the figurative and the literal meaning of one phrase in a single saying. It's helpful to understand that the bottom line has both figurative and literal meaning and what those meaning are. Focus. In photography, to focus a lens is to use the lens to make the center of an image sharper as viewed through the camera. However, uh, making the center sharper uh, expense or at the cost, I think, of making what is not the center blurrier. Thus, to focus on something is to prioritize one thing over another. The focus is to concentrate attention on uh, either a single thing or a small set of things, as opposite to being unfocused, which is to pay attention to many things but devoting less attention to each one or two, I think. When Americans say focus on the bottom line, they are suggesting you should concentrate your attention on the profit and loss. They are not saying that and loss alone are the only things that matter. However, they are telling you to make profit and loss the priority. More broadly, focus on the bottom line means to place focus, and I think our concentrations on that which is important and away from the which is not important. To get it? Of course, the trick is to know that what is important and what is uni-important in photograph and business alike. Good focus require skill and technique. Okay, next. Homophone. Each, homophone is each of two or more words having the same pronunciations but different meaning, origins, or spelling. For example, new, 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 and new, new, and new. Each of a set of symbols denoting the same sound or group of sound. Some some common example of homophones, including the word used in sentence like are, I mean, break, break, break. When teaching my daughter how to drive, I told her if she didn't hit the brake in time, she would break the car. Break the car, side mirror. Get it? Okay, next. Next example. Uh, sell and sell. If you sell drug, you will get arrested and end up in the prison cell. Do you get it? Okay, next. Let's jump to the next point. Grab. The meaning is the same and grab meaning right. So homograph is a word that is spelled the same as another word but has different pronunciations and meaning. Do you get it? Do you get it? Okay. For the example, bass, a deep voice or tone, a kind of fish, bat, a piece of sporting equipment used in baseball, or a winch animal associated with vampires. Bow to bend at the waist. Bow to the bend at the waist. The front of the boat a pair of tight loops, buffer to hit, punch or slap, a self-serve food bar, yeah, something like that. I hope you get it about it. Okay, next point. Homonym. A homonym is a word that has the same sound or spelling as another but a different meaning. Homonyms can be separated into two groups: homographs, same spelling, and homophones, same sound. Do you get it? Okay, I'm gonna put some example for this. I'm gonna take the simplest ones. This can mean both a holding area for animals and a writing instrument. Uh, Another example is book, which can mean something to read. You know what I'm saying, right? Okay. Or the act of making reservations. I mean the the act of making reservations. Okay. In both cases, the sounds and spelling are the same, and only the definitions is changed. Okay, that's all of my explanations about semantics. So I think it's enough for today. So I hope you like this video, and I'm so sorry to my pronunciation because yeah, I'm still learning of it. So I hope you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe and yeah, comment down below if you interested to my video. So yeah, have a good day and see you.